This video is made possible through Patreon. If you want to help support my channel, please head over to patreon.com/StandoTV. For only $3, we will give you videos like this one, vlogs and reviews and stupid news 3 days before anybody else on the internet. What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Stando TV here, and I've got to vlog today because I need to come down from the E3 hype. Because usually what happens is we see a bunch of stuff at E3 and we get overhyped for it, and we follow that hype train all the way to when games release and come out, and then sometimes they don't meet our expectations and we're way disappointed. And I don't like being disappointed, so we got to bring the hype down. With that being said, what was some of my favorite things that I saw last week? Well, God of War. Let's talk about God of War. I've never been into the God of War. I've always thought Kratos is a shitty character, and now it looks like they're going to tame him in some way and make him more interesting, and I'm excited for that. I am actually... it's a beautiful game, and it's got me curious. I want to see more from it, but then again, it is God of War, and like I said, I typically don't like God of War, so maybe I won't like this, but I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that... dude, Zelda's no longer Zelda anymore. It's more like Skyrim on survival mode, and I'm okay with that because Zelda's been the same since Ocarina of Time. And it's fun to see them taking Zelda finally in a new direction, and I like how you have to like cook your meals in order to like get your hearts back. I like the little things. You can steal food. It's so open-ended. The combat looks more fleshed out. And some of the just crazy things that you can do. Yeah, and waking up and going for it and really not knowing where your next goal is. That's kind of exciting to see from a Legend of Zelda game, something that we've really not seen since Legend of Zelda on the NES. That kind of excitement, that kind of mystery to the game, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm also excited for Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4 because, well, it's Spider-Man. And who doesn't like Spider-Man? It's just awesome. And now that we don't have to play by Activision's rules, Activision's licensing agreement contract has ran up, so they don't, and now Marvel's saying we're not going to just let anyone publish games, we're just going to give our games to really cool developers who love making games and make good games. So yeah, Insomniac making Spider-Man. This excites me because I'm also a big Avengers fan, I'm a big X-Men fan, and I want to see what happens to those franchises. No more movie tie-ins, which is exciting. Horizon Zero Dawn, I think that it looks incredible. It really, really does. It looks like this open world RPG. You get to kill these like mechanical monster creature things that are out there roaming the wild, and it's really enthralling, but at the same time it's Guerrilla Games and they made Killzone, and I've never been a big Killzone fan, so hopefully I can get into this and hopefully I don't get disappointed with it. I don't want to get too overhyped on it. And really that's the problem, is a lot of these games too we're so excited about, but a lot of them aren't coming out this year. Like, there's really nothing coming out this year. Almost 80 to 90% of what was showed at E3 comes out next year, or we don't know. So it's kind of hard to keep your excitement for that long out. And a lot of stuff is within, there is a good chunk of it that comes out Q1 and Q2 of next year before the next E3, but it's still 2017. Seems like a long time to wait, but in reality it's really not, because one of my worries is that these games come out on top of each other, and I don't want to go broke, especially in the springtime. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, everything coming out at the same time. Like, really? Dude. Basically what you gotta do is everything that you saw at E3 that was cool, just say, you know what, it wasn't that cool. even though it really was. It's hard to pull yourself back from the excitement and the hype. Sometimes it is hard, and the companies don't help. They want to keep you hyped, so they're going to keep showing you shit. So all those new advertisements they're going to run throughout the entire year. Yeah, so it's just weird, like, I don't want to be excited, but I am excited. See, this used to happen back in the day, a long time ago. Like when you got Nintendo Power, you would see an article on a game, a future upcoming game, and you would get really excited and hyped up for it. And then usually you ended up being disappointed because either A, the game sucked, or B, it never did release. Yeah, that used to happen a lot. But you know what? It is what it is. Now we don't see it in magazines. Now we got, E3. And is E3 dying? That's another question to be having, is like, it seems like, for example, PlayStation not saying that they're going to say anything about their next console at E3 because, well, they have Gamescom coming down the road, and then they've got their own event, and they got the Paris, the Paris Game Show, the Tokyo Game Show. You got, and then you got the Sony PSX event. It's just, I don't know. I don't think E3 is exciting as it used to be, because like a lot of people complain about leaks and stuff, but for the most part, a lot of the news about E3, it trickles out throughout the year. And so I don't know if E3 is going to have the same impact over the next few years. We'll have to definitely keep an eye on that. But it is the biggest show in gaming. I had fun watching it. I had fun discussing it. Maybe I put up the podcast that me and Tech Gladiator did on Saturday. This is typically something we don't do on Twitch. We don't podcast. We usually just play games. It was nice just to have a discussion for once, and I had a lot of fun doing that. So maybe I'll post that up here for you guys. I don't know. And some more stuff about the YouTube channel. E3 wore me out. You guys gotta remember, I'm on the 365-day Twitch challenge where I've committed to streaming at least 1 hour a day over 365 days. We're like on 260 something days, which is just crazy. And then you work 3 12-hour days, and then you and then you have to watch all these conferences, and then you have to make a video for each one. I got wore out last week, guys. That's a lot. That's a lot of time. We're talking easily some crazy amount of time that we put in just making content last week. And yeah, I'm still recovering from that. But things that you can expect here on the YouTube channel this week. Of course, this vlog is probably a bad place to announce it because, well, patrons get vlogs first. But anyway, be expecting Uncharted 4 review. Be expecting Dumb News, which is also patron stuff. I want to do one of those for you guys. So, and then we'll post it over to the main channel for everybody. So yeah. I know I said I was going ad free, but I'm really going to only go ad free on the. Let me update you on that. See, I found out from Wood over at Beat 'em Ups that if you go ad free, then you don't really show up in the algorithm for YouTube, because what happens is YouTube only wants to promote videos that are going to make them money, and if you go ad free, YouTube's not making any money. So yeah, and that's really hard for a small YouTube channel to do. So what I decided to do is all the news videos and all the videos that I put up there that aren't patron only, maybe I can monetize those and show up and in the algorithm and attract new viewers, because usually the news gets more hits than anything else anyway. And then maybe like reviews and vlogs, I can still keep ad free because you guys on Patreon support it. So maybe that's what I gotta do. I don't know. We'll try that out. I want to try to stay ad free, especially on these videos that you guys have sponsored. But I don't want to dwell on that stuff for too long, guys. What did you think about E3 last week? What did you get overhyped about? How do you think you're going to underhype yourself? Let me know down in the comments below, because I need some help. I need some like psychological help on how to not be hyped anymore. I got to get the hype out, because I know when some of these games release, I'm going to be like, man, that wasn't as cool as they said it was up on that stage. This is not delivering. I mean, so far that hasn't happened in the past, well, that hasn't happened in a year and a half. 2014 was terrible for it. Oh my God, 2014 was like the worst year in gaming for me. It really, really was. Everything was so underwhelming and not the experience I expected. But last year, 2015, oh my God, total redemption. Like every game that came out, like you had Fallout 4, you had Witcher 3, you had Mad Max, which was great. You had Batman Arkham Knight, which was a little disappointing. That one was. But really, Phantom Pain, all these games, they were just awesome. Last year was an awesome year for gaming. And then this year, so far, has been pretty good. Even though it's not as big as a spectacle as last year was. So, anyway, yeah, I just don't want to get my expectations too high. This video is brought to you by G2A.com. That's right, if you want huge discounts on games, please use my relink down in the description below. Like I said, guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what your plans are to underhype yourself. Don't forget to follow me over at Twitter at Stando TV, over at Twitch, twitch.tv/StandoTV. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe on this video. Yeah, please, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. That helps a lot, guys. And remember that I love your face, and we'll catch you next time, guys. Have a good one.